Stansted, and we're very proud and very honoured to be here to welcome Emirates and their EK65, I think it is, back to London Stansted. Been a very popular or very much in demand service this has since the return to flying with Emirates. Of course, everybody who wants to fly with Emirates has had to go out of London Heathrow and or London Gatwick, which is a long way away. So all your business travellers who are based up here in Ipswich and Norwich and places like that have had to travel all the way down the M25 or on the train or whatever it might be. Now they are able once again to travel direct from London Stansted. She's on radar at the moment. You might want to pick her up on flight radar. I think she's sitting at around about number 6. Got all the crew here with me from Emirates, and also Mark as well and the crew. Say hello, folks.
Hello, Jerry.
I'm only over here. Yes, so she's about, what is she? 8 minutes out, folks. So we're going to get her touching down on this runway here. Then she's going to taxi towards us. Then I've got to move very rapidly down to there, which is A11. So this is 15 we're at here, and we have to move 4 gates down to A11. Not actually the normal gate that they're going to be stationed at. It's going to be further up this way. I think it's 14, maybe 15 right, maybe. No, it is 14, where they're building another walk bridge to accommodate the double door offload of passengers, if you see what I mean. So yeah, Stansted really going up, stepping it up another notch, and it's great to see them back, I have to say, Emirates. And apparently the captain knows who we are and is very keen to meet us. We are very keen to speak to them about the Emirates service and how happy they are to be coming back to London Stansted, and not talk about his love for Big Jet TV. But maybe that's something I can do off air. Very interesting, something that I looked up on my phone earlier on, if I can do it one-handed, hold on a minute. Which was quite interesting. Emirates 777 service, 134 Boeing 777s in their fleet, and get this, 115 Boeing 777X pending delivery. 119 destinations. This is all served with the 777. 6 continents, 298 million passengers since 2004. 12,940 kilometers is the longest Boeing XXX flight. Dubai to Dallas, Fort Worth, that is, and shortest Boeing 777 flight, 349 kilometers. MCT, is it Muscat or something? I don't know. 1 billion kilometers plus flown, and 1 million plus departures since 2004. So some great statistics there. This particular Emirates 777, the Emirates 777 fleet has between 2 and 3 configurations, can take up to 400 plus passengers, depending on the configuration. Most of the stuff is a reasonably sized first class front end, with then your business class behind that, which steps up probably about double the amount, and then up the back end of the aircraft, well actually not the back end of the aircraft, just sort of like wing back, is your economy seating, which I've been on this 777, I haven't flown on it, but I've been on it, and the seating is very comfortable. And of course, long haul operators will want to give their passengers the best service they possibly can. I'm going to be a bit cheeky here and turn my camera over there, because we all love a Queen of the Skies, don't we? And there is a 747. Yeah. We'll see her. We'll see her. I mean, it's a bit cheeky, but I'm sure the folks will let me off that one. She's down to 4,000 feet, so we've got 1 inbound. So is she? How many out is she, GP? Okay. Well, we might get photobombed by that Asiana 747 that's right behind me. You can hear her firing up behind me here. Yeah. Let's just hope we don't. I don't think we will. I think she's only just starting. A number 2 starting up. So I think we'll be fine. She's going to taxi right past us in front of us here. So anyway, you've seen enough of my ugly mug. Let's get on with airfield operations. I was speaking to Mark earlier on about the Ryanair, the whole infrastructure with Ryanair, which was quite interesting, and that's something that we can discuss on another show. But very interesting how they kept their operations running very smoothly throughout the pandemic. But again, like I said, this is all about Emirates today, and we're very honoured to be here to welcome them back at London Stansted, number 3. Is that our second out, GP? Okay. So, of all the things I wouldn't want to happen, I would not want a photo bomb with a jumbo jet. But part of me is like, oh, I can smell the fuel. I can smell the fuel. Sweet smell of kerosene. Okay, all handheld, by the way, folks. This is Shannon from Emirates. And we have a big contingent, very happy and very excited contingent of Emirates ground crew here, amongst others, to welcome this aircraft back. No water cannon salute, obviously, because this is a return flight and not an inaugural service. Caught the inaugural service 4 years ago now, here at London Stansted. Ian Holly, cargo manager at Stansted. Big shout out to you, Ian, and all the other folks who work very hard at Stansted. Of course, one of the airports that managed to, with their very busy cargo operation here, managed to stay afloat, keep the wolves from the door. Okay, here she comes now, down to about, I'd say, 1,000 feet. And then it's then I'll get my sprinting shoes on. This jumbo's going to have to come out because that's the gate where he's going into. It's going to start moving any second. We're going to get the 777 on in a minute. Here we go. Right on cue. Yeah. Good morning, Your Majesty. Yes, we know. We all miss you. Mark mentioning that there's a possibility with the demand of Emirates service, they might even possibly be bringing the A380 in here. Last time at Stansted, seen with Anthony Joshua flying out of London Stansted. I think he hired the whole aircraft. That is a private 747 parked up at the far end of the field, and that is part of the Royal flight, I believe. So when she turns on to us, we are going to move pretty rapidly. Let's just see if, I'm wondering if we can't under escort actually walk with her possibly. Let's just have a little look. Well, she's early. Right then, folks, we're going to move. Are we going that way or are we going that way?
We'll go back quickest that way. You didn't want to be on the corner here, did you?
Well, if I could split myself in half, yeah.
We'll go back that way.
Yeah. Okay, folks, we are now going to... Yeah. What's that, GP? What's that? Right.
Hello guys, you like?
Right, fellas. Nice couch. First class service. Yeah. And watch planes. There's a Phil and Grant of course, so many of these airport vehicles now being converted to electrical power. Incredible amount of savings in terms of the environment. Of course, we can obviously talk about, you know, the environmental footprint that it leaves making the batteries, blah blah blah. I know all about that, but bottom line is that these airports are doing their very best to cut down on their carbon footprint, etc., etc. And of course, we've seen the all-electric pushback, or tugs, should I say? Not just pushback, but all-electric little robotics tugs at London Heathrow, yellow ones with British Airways. And I dare say they've been in the service now for a good 5 or 6 years. I would imagine. Right, here are the ground crew waiting to receive this Boeing 777. It's going to cross real quick. Great to work with Mark, man. He's a great guy. And Mark, good friend of Johan as well. Johan Reed Aspling from EMA. Got a show planned, all-night show planned at EMA on the 17th of this month, folks. Got a good friend of ours, DHL 777 pilot, Damien, who's planning to fly her in. Okay, here we are at gate, and here are the fellas waiting to receive her. More of the Emirates crew, there we go. Hello!
Hello!
Hiya! There's some Emirates folks here. Hi there! And our boys on the ground. These are our forgotten heroes, folks. Come rain or shine, a beautiful day today, nice weather, everything's calm, and here she comes now. right on the stop line here. Is she on this line here, fella? Is she on this line here, yeah? Okay, so we're going to go this side, get it back. Here we go. See how quickly these guys get to work. Hey! Nice! Yeah! That is so cool, man. That is so cool. GE 9115Bs, folks. 115,000 pounds of thrust. Each engine. 230,000 pounds of combined thrust. And look at those big, beautiful undercarriage. Serious set of oleos there, man. So I'm not sure how many of these passengers on board this aircraft are aware that they are on a sort of like semi-inaugural like return flight service, or a very special service, should I say, back to London Stansted. That's so cool, the pilot. I think his name's Frizz. Is it Frizzelli or Frazzy? Or we'll soon find out. Apparently he knows us. How cool is that? And he greased it and all. I don't know if it was him who was the FP, but see, even the warp bridge is a very delicate operation. Alarms and bells going off inside to make sure that that thing is lined up absolutely on the centre line. And we will get a look at that. Get a look at that engine. Whilst we're waiting for our pilot
What's his name again? Frazzy or Frizzy? Pilot. Raz. Fraser.
Fraser. Okay, Fraser. There we go. I'm sure he won't mind. Anyway, let's have a little let's have a little look at this beautiful engine, folks. This is the 777-300 ER extended range. Isn't she a thing of beauty, folks? And what is really amazing is the size of this engine. I need to get a human standing here, really, don't I? Come and stand here. Come and stand here. I want to get you shot in front of them. She said she didn't want to be in front of the camera, but I'm sure she won't mind. I just want to get a size. Stand in front of the engine. How you doing? So these are a couple of Emirates, folks, but look at the size of that engine, folks. Look at that. I mean, isn't that incredible? Thank you. Absolutely incredible. Of course, these are all carbon fan blades. General Electric at this stage are the only engine manufacturer to manufacture. But isn't that a thing of beauty? I mean, you could have one of those in your front room, couldn't you? And light it up and just put it on your coffee table. If your coffee table's big enough, that is. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful looking thing. A work of art, as I say. Huge engine. I think the 115 and the 90, depending on whatever variant it is, it really look at that human being there, man. Isn't that incredible? And I know we've looked at the 350 undercarriage unit before, but have a look at this. It's bigger and beefier than the 350. 350 is a little bit spindlier, a little bit of a wider track on it, whereas this has got
Who's escorting you?
these guys. So it's just massive, isn't it? It's a big lad, and interesting that our good friend Rich Torb, RT, our good friend RT, he christened the 777 as Bigfoot, and rightly so. She's got a big set of feet on her. And we talk about also the tilt mechanism on the 777, and that is what this strut here is for. That is the equivalent of like your, actually, you know what, I think it's actually this one at the back here. I think this is the tilt. I think that is the tilt, possibly there, because she tilts back and then she goes up, doesn't she? So I'd imagine that the angle of, I can smell the rubber on these Bridgestones. They're still hot. She's still hot. Looking at the back end of this engine, a little bit of overrun out of the back there. Absolutely incredible, man. Such an incredible, impressive aeroplane. And you get to see just how big the housing is up inside the undercarriage bay in order to house this huge main set of undercarriage. And it's much like your, very much like your car at home, you know. The reason why you see all this blackened rims is because that's where the majority of the braking's taking place. So they've obviously got the brakes trimmed out on that particular wheel set, because you can see the other ones are slightly cleaner, but that may indicate they've had recent brake changes. But normally you would find that the brake changes would be all in one go in order to keep the wear even. Huge oleo, man. Look at the size of that oleo. That is just incredible. Such an impressive aeroplane. Not wasting any time. The guys working, the ground crew's working to get the baggage off the aircraft. Maybe maybe a little bit of belly freight coming into this, coming in here as well. I know that Emirates are very heavy on the belly freight stuff as well, so they cover a certain amount of their costs with obviously selling the belly out for freight. But the majority of this today, I'm not sure, but looking like that's possibly baggage, I'd imagine. So just want to show you this, folks. The auxiliary power unit, and we talk about this quite a lot on the 777, and this is a wedge on the 777. The other side of this, there is nothing there, and that is what is on this side. That huge pipe that you're seeing there is the outlet for the auxiliary power unit, and that whole system is housed sort of underneath the tail unit, behind the main bulkhead. And there's the trim stabilizer that you can see there. That's the elevator bolted to the back of that, hanging off the back of that horizontal stabilizer. And that's the trim unit. You can see the upper and lower trim, and that's the neutral trim that I'm guessing is what she's got. A big tail, hasn't she? She's a big aeroplane. Very impressive. Right. We're good.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Captain's just going to say goodbye to
I've got to make sure I've got some stickers for him. In fact, to tell you what I might do, GP, is I might we'll talk about the raked wingtip here, folks. There's your raked wingtip. As opposed to an upswept winglet, sharklet, whichever you want to call it. This is the raked wingtip, which Boeing have obviously developed as working best for the for this particular design of aircraft. Everything is just massive, though, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful, man? Again, the crew that we don't think much of, folks. When you get off your aeroplane and you're walking towards the passport control or baggage reclaim or whatever it is, spare a thought for these guys here, who are our cleaning crew, who regardless of what time of the day it is, what time of the night it is, what weather is there. Obviously they're in you know, have to board the aircraft from the outside of the aircraft here, so if it's hammering it down with rain, if it's blowing a gale, if it's 40 degrees plus, whatever it might be, these guys have got to do their job, and they do it very efficiently as well. Let me just grab some stickers here, because if I don't, well, yes and no. I mean, winglets, yeah, but you know, look at the new Embraer winglet and sharklets. Sharklets, it's not so much a manufacturer because obviously this Boeing 737 has sharklets as well. So you can't really say Boeing wing tip rate tips and Airbus are sharklets, because obviously they have the Boeing 737. It is really, to be honest with you, what works best with the individual aircraft design and how it works best in the wind tunnel. When they're doing wind tunnel tests, and obviously these days a lot of the stuff is done with CAD systems, able to simulate the winds and so on and so forth with so when we look from a distance, we see the angle of attack sensor pitot heads, one either side for the captain and one for the co-pilot. Obviously the left hand side, this side's the captain. You see that little smiley face that you got there? When you look at that from a distance, that is what those three nodes are. This guy putting the ground power unit, he's feeding the ground power unit into the aircraft, so they can feed electrical ground power into the aircraft from the ground system. And that's what your parking fees are all about, folks. Is everything needs to be paid for. These ground teams and how you doing? Nice to meet you.
James from Emirates. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, James.
One of your first class members.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it.
Are we off camera?
No, we're on camera. Okay. But nice to see you anyway. Great to see you. Thank you very much indeed.
No,
it's amazing you're a first class member and yet you're big with Emirates.
Yes. No, I'll give you my card.
Yes, I'll do the same with you.
Please.
Got some picture, James. So
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
Well, there's a couple of stickers for you to start with. One. Thank you. There's another one.
So you're going to go on board shortly, yes?
We don't know, because of the sensitivity on the flight deck and so on. I believe the captain's coming down to have a quick word. Apparently he follows us as well. So,
So do I, yes, absolutely.
I think a lot of people did since the storm.
just gone up there to have words.
Okay, cool, fantastic. Do you know the captain? Do you...
I don't know him personally, no.
Okay.
No.
Must be very proud to have to be back.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So it must have been quite a stressful time for you with all the demand returning and not having an aircraft available.
It's been busy. It's been busy, but every day we get more and more aircraft in the air, and they're all filling up.
Yeah. And Mark was even mentioning that there might even be a possibility that you might be bringing a 380 here in future with the huge demand. Yeah. Yeah. Which would be a fantastic thing. But this is just a wonderful sight to see, isn't it? And just saving so much aggro for people who are based up here, business people and holiday makers as well, who want to travel to out to Dubai and have to travel all the way down to London and go through the M25 or whatever they have to go through.
It's a good location.
Yeah, it's a great location, isn't it? And because it's not a massive airport, it's relatively straight to get through as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, must be quite simple and straightforward, I'd imagine.
Good to see you anyway.
Thank you, sir. Take care. There's our main man, Mark. He's my contact here. He's a good lad. So we're just waiting now for the pilot. We're just cleaners are still passengers probably still disembarking, I would imagine. There's another thing that we don't appreciate as well is for those people with who perhaps need help with disembarking an aircraft. These special units that you see there, for wheelchairs and those with very so the aircraft is not due to go out tonight till about 8 o'clock, folks, so we won't be here to see her go out. One for your car, Mark. It's one for your car.
Oh, brilliant. Don't let Mel have one.
So you can see that very simple. Ice pack's just been shut down, I think. I think it's the APU that's actually just been shut down. They're now all on the ground power unit. They should be at some point in time, I'd imagine, maybe hooking up some. So there he is, going up to pick up the next batch of folks. This guy's very keen to get on and start his cleaning, isn't he? Let me on, let me on. Yeah. All his mates waiting over there, look. But this fella's like, no, I'm first on, mate. I'm getting on here first. No, can't come on here. 5, cool, thank you. Okay, captain in 5, folks, captain in 5. So in terms of the Boeing 777 fleet, I'm not sure when this one was introduced into service. Echo Quebec Lima. I'm sure that I can't read out comments, folks, because I'm mobile, obviously. But I'm sure that somebody, if not Jilly, will be frantically tapping away to give us those dates when she was introduced. Let me guess. 2017. Yeah. No. The aircraft was introduced into the Emirates fleet. First flew with Emirates. Oh, she's 4 years old, is she? Okay. Oh, blimey. 2019 then. Oh, he's got to walk back. Look. Oh, he's missed something. Oh, he's gutted. He's gutted. Couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Come on, hurry up. I'll unbuild it, will you? Interesting thing to note that this aircraft is capable of carrying the same amount of passengers as the 777X, around about 426 people. 3 different configurations Emirates run, or is it 2 different configurations? I'm not sure, but around about between 380 and 434 passengers in a 2 or 3 class layout. Of course, up the front there is your very, very swanky first class, then to your business class section, and then all the way back there to the tail is your economy class. which, to be honest with you, is just as comfortable. You're just a little bit tighter up against the person in front. This geezer from Human League, innit? Don't you want me, baby? What was his name? I don't know, can't remember. I was working as a ground crew at Stansted when I met you. Put it this way, I don't think he listens to Mozart of an evening. Well, you never know, yeah. Oh, he's back, look, the fella's back, look. Right, you're not coming up here. He's got 1 foot on the step. He's desperate to get up there. What is so appealing about getting on board a 777? He's very keen, isn't he? Bless him. All his mates are like, oh yeah, well, whenever, whatever. Not really bothered at the moment, but he's like, so John's keen, isn't he? Come on, son, up you get. It's either that or the cleaning crew have a specific area that they like to get to first. Maybe he's keen to get up to first class because maybe, they leave a few things around and yeah. First in doesn't do the toilets. Last in does. I've done it before myself, folks. I worked at Gatwick Airport as an aircraft cleaner, exactly like these guys. Wasn't so much health and safety back then. Didn't have to wear high vis. Didn't have any knee protection or anything like that. But I've done it. I've been there, seen it, done it, and worn the t-shirt that got very grubby after 2 days, been there, seen it, cleaned it. Yeah, so, but that was back in the days when it was DC-10s and 757s and 767s and, yeah. I've got to get a picture with this fella, haven't I? I wonder if they'll be able to hold the camera. And yeah, there we go. Talk to him like that, can't I? Kind of got very adept to this whole handheld thing now. Makes a big change not having to carry the sticks. I mean, even though the latest sticks that we got are all carbon. They're a composite design, very lightweight. The head is very heavy though, and it's just a bulky thing to bring. So now all I bring is that bag there with these little wheels on him. Look, he's just waiting there. Look, R2D2, and then yeah, backpack with the Bond in it and the camera unit. That's it. So it's. We've evolved, haven't we? We've started off as fish in the sea, and now we're actually walking on the land now. Just love the size of that carriage. It's a big old lump of beautifully engineered alloys and cast alloys. With Cargo Logic, yeah, very possibly, yeah. We did a PPE one here with Cargo Logic as well, didn't it? Whatever happened to Cargo Logic, man? I mean, they're still grounded. Well, I would imagine that they must be leasing their aircraft out. They must be leasing their aircraft. They can't be just like on the ground. Yeah. Beautifully sculpted leading edge. Oh, really? Big, deep wing. I find that very surprising, man. I find that really quite surprising. You know, with the demand, especially there's only around 200 747 freighters or 200 freighter aircraft available on the market at the moment. That's an interesting one there, Julie. You see that one there? You see that one there? I'll just quickly grab that, a little shot of it. Geodis, A330 freighter. She's a P2F. I think she's a P2F. Speaking of Mark, this morning as well, we are going to do an airside show here to showcase their freight hub. They have a bigger pure freight operation than London Heathrow. Of course, London Heathrow make up majority of their freight numbers that you see by way of belly freight. It's a little bit of a he's really on his marks, isn't he? He's really on his marks. There's a little thing behind it, isn't it? Of course, when you think of freight numbers, folks, a high percentage of a large airport like London Heathrow, their numbers are intermingled with the pure freight which we see at the bread bin, as they call it, the freight hub at London Heathrow. And as you know, as you've seen, you know, the majority of stuff that comes in there is your DHL jets for the DHL hub itself, which is all e-commerce and mail mainly. General freight that comes in there, we do see Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific from time to time, but here at London Stansted, they have a regular daily service with I believe an MD-11, if not the 767 or 757 with FedEx. They have a DHL jet in right opposite me now. I've got what looks like a 757 parked up opposite me, UPS 767. That's a daily service in here. That Asiana 747 that was in here. So a lot of operations here. Always give them the thumbs up, look. Yeah, they did have 747s. Yeah. Now, folks, you know, nothing to be, you know, if you want to be, join one of these crews, then these teams, then you know, knock yourselves out. It's a job that you can apply for, and you can come down here and stand next to these big, beautiful jets. I'm not sure how many of these ladies and gents are keen aviation fans or not, but to be honest with you, that's the reason why I went and cleaned aeroplanes, was because I loved aeroplanes, and that's the only opportunity to get up close and personal with these things. Of course, you need to be security checked these days. Didn't need to back in my day. Didn't even need to show me dodgy O-level certificates. Maths, English, physics, geography, art and technical drawing. That's how many O-levels I got, which not one of those is true. I got art level 4 or whatever it was. Yeah, I just made the rest up. Absolutely bleeding useless. But you know, you learn what you learn on in life. You know, it's simple as that. You get your if you're keen at doing what you want to do, and you see an opening, go for it. Don't question it. Go for it. Alternatively, come and work on the ground teams here. Baggage handling, driving the buggies around, become an aircraft refueler, tug operator. There's a whole eclectic mix of jobs that are available. Here he comes now. Look, here he comes now. Look. Here's the man himself. Here he is. Look. Oh, looks like we got a. Hey!
Hello, hi Jerry, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you doing, sir?
Good.
Good to see you. Did you bring her in?
Yes.
Good man, greased it.
Did it look alright?
It was very good indeed.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Nice
Les.
to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet
Jerry.
you. Les.
Les.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Les.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi there, I'm Jerry.
Sandra, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Sandra. Hi there.
I'm Poppy.
Poppy, nice to meet you. Oh, we've got them all coming out, look.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
cool. So we're doing the thingamajig, aren't we? So you follow Big Jet TV, sir?
Yes, I have. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. Did you?
That's what I grew up watching planes at the airport.
Absolutely.
You know, I
Yeah.
used to do it back in the early, I don't know, late 90s.
Right.
Stop, you know, police have stopped me once and like, what are you up to? I said, I just want to look at the planes.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to find anywhere around Heathrow, isn't it?
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
that's
that's when I started. That's how I learned very quickly by getting moved on by by the police.
I love watching planes.
Yes. Oh, it's great. Were you before Storm Eunice or were you post Storm Eunice viewer?
Bit of both.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little bit before. I mean, it's definitely aware of it. And then obviously that became more post, didn't it? Because of all the great stuff
Yes.
you got and
Yes.
amazing videos you captured.
Yes.
I was like, finally, yeah.
And you fly the Heathrow route?
No, the Heathrow I have done. During the pandemic, it was put back onto the 380. So when I started Emirates 12 years ago, what was it? 5 out of the Heathrow flights were 3 on the 777, 2 on the 380. So and then progressively they went more and more 380. So we lost all of those to the 380, and then we started Stansted, which is great. So before the pandemic.
So do you ever jump on the 200 freighter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
Nice.
we do everything. Yeah, when I started, we had the 200 ER, the freighter, the old 300 classic. So yeah, I found all of those.
Fantastic. Well, look, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, thank
Here's a sticker for your car.
Oh, lovely. There you go.
I've got another one for you. Hold on a minute, man. Les,
Cheers,
thank you.
thank you.
And in my other pocket, I'll let you get off because you've got to go and do your photo shoot, haven't you? Hold on a minute. And there's a couple of small ones for your phone.
I'll
there.
give that to you.
Great.
Oh,
Thanks, guys. Take care. Thank you very much indeed. Great to see you.
Take care.
Thank you. Okay, let's grab this, shall we? Because we've got the ground crew and all that. Isn't that fantastic, Jilly, man? Isn't that fantastic? No, he's just a down-to-earth bloke who just flies aeroplanes. He just, he loves watching planes. It's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. I love a pilot who loves planes, man. Yeah. So they're setting them all up for their... I know, man, I know. Yeah. There we are, that's the shot there. Okay, thumbnail GP. Maybe not. You got one set, have you? You got one set.
Just get a couple of shots like this, if that's okay. Wait there a sec. Just a couple of shots like this. Big cheeky smiles.
Fantastic. That first officer reminds me of a bomber command pilot. Now look at that.
Take your bits off. Yeah. Come on, Lucy. And you, Maggie. Oh, we're going to go to the ready. Yeah. Keep off for now. Take your passes away so they don't get you. I can take off the photograph and I'll make sure you get straight back on. Yes, I'll put your high heels on.
Put my high heels on, yeah.
Reunited and feel so good.
Get the guys in. Yeah, that's great.
Get the steps out of the shop. There we go.
One more. Maggie, James and Lucy, enjoy. Cut your shoes out.
Brilliant. Adamant, wasn't she? I don't want to be on camera. She's been on the camera after fibbing. Bless her. Do you know if it was a full flight or?
I don't know, I can find out for you. Captain will probably know.
Okay, Gilly, we'll have to keep an eye on Quebec Lima, won't we? For next time we see it. Well, we used to see them all the time into Heathrow, didn't we? During the pandemic, or actually post-pandemic, before the 380s came back, didn't we? So we must have seen this aircraft multiple times.
I did go and talk to him.
Great job.
So I hope he hasn't. You never know.
Oh, that's really cool, man. That's really good. Yeah. Let me get this shot. Wait. Let me get this shot. Oh, his pants are falling down. There we go. There's this shot. Cool. That was nice. That was worth my trousers falling down for. He is the coolest pilot I've ever met, to be honest. Could sit down and have a beer with him and talk planes all night long.
Should have removed that steps from the photo one.
Right, okay, folks. That's your lot. Thank you so much. Oh, my no. Thanks so much to everybody here at London Stansted, Mark and all the team at Emirates, and of course the crew and everybody involved. Welcome back to London Stansted Emirates, and thank you to our captain for giving us that fantastic talk as well. So look after yourselves. We'll be back for the midweek show in a couple of days. Don't know where we'll be yet. We'll let you know the day before. So look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Please stand by. Oh, look at the radiant sun coming out. Oh. Okay, cut.